Guys, how are you doing today? I thought that I would go ahead and... Sorry, I need to plug in my phone so it doesn't die. And I got distracted. I'm going to make a scrappy notebook. I did it in my live yesterday, which I think it's upstairs still, so I'll show it to you. I'll be doing a flip through of it when it's totally finished. I got it mostly finished. There's just... I like to take a day or two away from something and then go back to it. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that. So, well, yesterday I used a chocolate bar, one of these boxes. But today, let's see, what do I have around my desk? I'm sticking with what's near my desk. Let's see, this is next to my desk. This is where I throw in some... wasn't planning on making a big scrappy journal. Although, I do kind of want to stick those up there in case I want to use them in the journal. Red's not going to be Christmassy. That's bigger than I want. That's bigger than I want. I've got some index cards. What else do I have here? Probably should have thought this through first, huh? I've got some... Oh, hold on here. There's some jelly plate, which is on cardstock. I could do something with one of those. That's not as, no, it's not quite thick enough for what I like for a cover. What is on or near my desk that I could use for a cover? For a scrappy little notebook. Alright, I've got some tags. They're a little bit thicker. I have a few this size, which might be cute for a journal. Hold on, I've got more. Is that the ones that are finished? Yes. Let's see. Any of the tags here, that one's the same size. So I could do that as the front and that as the back. And just have to make a little spine for it. Alright, I will finish covering this with something. Oh, and this was on my floor and got rolled over a few times with my chair. So I'll put it on one of my scrappy little journals because that's what they are for. Scrappy. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Oh, that's probably going to cover there anyway, so. Yep, I will go ahead and just put this on here. I had a glue book yesterday. So, how's everybody doing? What have you been up to? Anything good? Anything fun? Anything boring? Still be more fun than what I'm probably saying. I can use this for glue. I'm just gonna pull some pages out to use for glue pages. So I don't need the whole book necessarily. Alright. What am I doing? I need this one. I think I did put the cover back on the glue before I was done yesterday, Penny. Because it was on there today. I did a live yesterday in a Facebook group. I do a live in a private Facebook group, which is called Junk Journal with Penny, which if you're on Facebook, you can go check her out and, say you want to be in the group. Just make sure you answer some questions, and if you don't answer any questions, then I don't do it. I don't accept you unless you answer something. I don't know what Penny does, but leave the rest up to her. Oh, I might put a pocket there, but I'm just going to stick that on there because, I don't know, it just wants to go in this. Oh, no, I'm going to first get glue all over the front of it somehow. What in the world? I might have been pressing a little too hard with that glue. Alright, what do I want? When do I want it? Glue everywhere. Everywhere. It's a clean tissue. Oh, I think I wiped up my condensation from my coffee with it is all. But I wouldn't want that tulip to go to waste. It's so pretty. Even if I put a pocket here, it'll still show. Alright, and this just has that. So these are strong enough to be a cover. And that's my back. And this is the inside back. That's the inside front. So this gives me an idea of page sizes. Now I don't care if my pages go up or out that direction, but they do have to be flush here and flush here, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to put it on a shelf. And it's got to bind here unless I do a different kind of binding. Let's see, I've got these cards here. I might take one of them and use them as a page. So it'll be a shorter page. I wonder where my bone folder is. I mean, I have bone folders, but you know, I use whatever is nearest. Whatever is near to me is what I tend to use. All right, now I've got a bunch of scrappy little bits up here. How much of him would I have? I don't have to lose much if I make him a page. He might become the center. Yep, I can do that. And why in the world would I want to, let's see, use scissors when I can use a ruler, which is a little straighter for me. Alright, I'm going to take that off. Like I said, just using some scrappy little bits, whatever's laying on my desk. Alright. And this, one of the things that's laying on my desk. I just didn't want to cut Bambi's face in half if I didn't have to. Don't know what the order will be for everything yet. I mean, on the other side, it only shows part of them anyway, but. Alright, let's see. This is just a plain piece of, because you know when I do my labels, I only do one at a time and it uses a half sheet, and then I still have a half sheet left. So sometimes I save them because I'm like, oh, I could do something on the girly plate with that. Or whatever. I'm going to actually fold them over because I like to have folded over pages. Because I like to stick tags on them. Or tabs. One or the other. Now, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to just leave it like that, do you think? Well, if I knew where my dryer was, I would definitely... I'm going to find it. It's probably over on the left side here somewhere. Just living its best life. Not being bothered by me. I'll find it eventually. So we have some blues there. Maybe blue would be safe? No, we don't want to be... I know. What's this with the safe? Safe? We don't need no stinking safe. We can do whatever color we want because it's a scrappy journal. We just need something, a barrier of sorts. I just had a plastic thing down here. Where'd it go? It was like under my feet and getting in my way, so I probably moved it, huh? Did I? Did I? Yep, I did. It was all up in my face and now it's gone. Gone, gone, gone. Alright, what do I have here? Shaded lilac. Sure, why not? And a little bit of chipped sapphire. And if I don't want it to be, I don't know, what's the word I want? What do you want, sweetie? You can talk. I'm just recording. Or ask me to pause and I'll pause. Now I'm just wetting it so it will spread out a little bit. And probably come through the other side too, which is good. It's kind of what I want. And then I will put that to the side and let it dry. And I thought I just dropped something. What was it? Oh, the water's there, so it wasn't the water. Try to get some of the At least this time I'm not doing live, so if I, want to come back and do my signature later, I can't, I can wait till everything's dry to come back and fill out my signature. Sew in my signature. All right, so that needs to dry. Just move that to the side for now. All right, let's see. Next, I've got this piece of paper, which started out, I was going to use it yesterday, but then didn't end up using it. So, let's just tear that part off and fold it in the tall way. Where's my card here? It's almost perfect, but it's okay that way too. Let's see. Fold it right about there. Yeah, it works fine like that. Okay, so that's another piece. What else? I also have, let's see, that might be cute, but I could even attach that to the short side of this. Also, it's not straight though. But I definitely don't really want to fussy cut that, but I still like it. You know what I'm saying? So it might be cute as an add-on, an add a page kind of a deal. So yeah, I'm going to glue that onto there. And glue it and glue it. Let's not lose all the glue. I've already lost one glue down there. Let's not lose any more. So I'm going to come over at least 1/8 of an inch here, so it doesn't get stuck in my, doesn't clog up my spine, or I don't know what you'd call it, but kind of center it on there a little bit. So yeah, I came over about 1/8 of an inch from where it's folded, so it doesn't get in the way of my 3-hole pamphlet stitch, which I'll probably use that. Or I could even make it a flow journal. I don't know. These I tend to sew in because they're just so little and easy and, good. So that's going to be upside right that way. We have oranges too we could go for. Don't have to, but we can. What else do we have over here? I've got, whoops. Oh, I wanted to use these yesterday and I didn't because, I used one. Where's the little pages? Oh, this was an envelope I made, but if I fold it in half, it's like a sack, and I could put it in there, and then I have a pocket here, and I could cut the top to make a pocket on that side, and just decorate that so you don't see the seams so much. That might be cute for a page in here. And also what's nice is I can make this any thickness I want because I haven't made my spine yet. Alright, let's see. I've got more of these. I love this kit by Took's Craft Table. I love this kit. Alright, I have, is it okay if that one's on the side? That one I might just put sideways. Because this could go either way. This I love. This would be perfect. There's my, I've lost it already. I might even find a different card with a different kind of color there. Alright. I'm going to fold that in. There we go. There's another page. And also she has in here somewhere, let me see if I can find them, some smaller pages that are like little journal cards. But I'm not sure. Ooh, this will be good. This right here. I pulled this out yesterday and I didn't end up using it, right? Yes, the phone ringing's ringing there. It means nothing. Alright, I'm gonna floor. Oh, I could do this. I don't know why people try to act like they know us when they weren't even there to, you know, hear that the answering machine picked up. Pay attention, people. They just don't. They don't pay attention. Obviously, colors I like because this is pretty similar to this, which I made one time with some inks. Some, whatchamacallit, not inks, food coloring and tea. Probably what I used to make it. I want something else in between there. This got a little red on it, and that's alright. Because I always like to have some of that. Make this extra thin. Alright, and then the height. For the height, let's see, take a little bit off this top because we don't need, and then right about here. And I might stick that second piece in there too. Let's see. What else do we have? What else? Oh, I just bought a notebook today and I grabbed out a couple of papers from that because I liked them. I thought they were fun and scrappy. Scrappy-dappy-doo. Where'd my... I probably threw it somewhere, didn't I? Alright. Yeah, I was really struggling making some videos. And then when I made that scrappy journal yesterday, I was like, you know what? I actually really enjoyed that. So, maybe I'll do another one. And that way, I can maybe get back into video mode in my head. My head. Let's see. Whoops. Stuff wants to fall. It's alright. If it falls, it's not the end of the world. What else do we have laying around here? You can do that, but I have another piece of dictionary from another time that I inked up. So I think I'm just gonna, not quite in half. Ooh, and it's the D. Oh, maybe I'll do that one on the front, and then I can do a different. Then I can do whatever I want for the thing on the front. I'm thinking about doing a squirrel. That's why, because squirrel. Oops, how tall? That works. Now what I might do with this one and the purpley one, which is over here, kind of drying, taking its sweet old time to dry. Let me see if I can find my dryer thingy. Back to, okay, I did not find it. It's almost dry now. It took so long looking for it. It still needs to dry a little bit more. Let's see. I do have a piece of this, which we have in the back, so that's kind of fun to stick in there. And I found this on the floor, which is all messed up. So I thought I might just throw it in there for, found those too. Oh, and I found this too. Not this one, but the next scrappy journal I make, I think I'm going to use these. And I do have a punch. I'm going to see if we can do it without the punch, since we only need it in 4 places. Kind of, sort of. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for right this second. Along with the height. And let's see, the width. I might go ahead and cut my width off on this side. Except if whichever one I rip up on is going to be the one that doesn't have as much of a white edge. This one has more of a white edge. So it works the same way whether you are, since that's ripped anyway, I'm just gonna, whether you are doing it with your hands or with a ruler, whatever you pull towards you is gonna have the cleaner edge. Whatever is away from you will have more of the raggedy edge, you know. And then we might go ahead and tear this and put it on a label, not a label, a tag somewhere. That's a little too messed up. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. He'll be on the back. That's okay. Now we have a squirrel in there. That was the important thing, right? Get a squirrel in there. Priorities, man. Priorities. Alright, let's see. That goes. Well, it doesn't have to go that way. It can go whichever way you want it to. I just want it to go that way. Does anybody know what happened to the rest of the pages? Bueller. There we go. Let's do the smaller one here. And where is one of the pretty ones? We can have pretty in here. It's okay. Where did any of them go? Where did, oh, wait, over here. I see stuff here. Don't know if it was my pages, but it was whatever I was working with before that I moved up there. Oh, stuff's just falling. Okay, the glues all just fell, so if I'm looking for the glues later, they're down on the floor. Alright, I also found this little quilt square, but he might be a little too, I want to save him for a bigger book. Okay. And let's see how we are doing with our thickness. As soon as we find the other pages, do that. Oh my word, people. What is wrong with me? Don't answer that. Oh, we can use this as a page. That's what I was wanting to do. I'll have to cut it off a little bit on each side. Still gotta find Bambi and them again. I lost them. Oh, they're right here. Ooh, bending the page. Don't want to do that. But what I'm looking for is the ruler I just had in my hands. It's under here. Okay. Crisis averted. There's a little bee in there. He's so cute. Alright, just need to come in a little bit. First, a little bit too long and a little bit too tall. Alright. I'm going to, since that has some water damage on it, I'm going to put that down because I think that would be cute because you get the green in the leaves. Alright, I just moved them, didn't I? There they are. Should we do one or two signatures? That's the question. Usually a scrappy notebook is just one. Let's see. But I've got quite a few pages in here, so it's going to be a thick little scrappy notebook at this point. Where'd my back go? I know I had a different front. That's alright. Really doesn't matter. I can even use that as the back. And where I put the... I'm going to put this in here somewhere, right? It's almost dry. And I kind of wanted to use this polka dot paper in here too because I love it. Depends, am I keeping this or am I giving it away? What am I doing with it? That's the question. Not that I can't use my favorite papers, but it is one of my favorite papers. I'll put at least a piece of it in there because we just don't know where it's going to end up. And my husband seems to have forgotten that I'm recording. But, you know, I live in a house where people live, where other people live. So that's smaller. Don't want that. Let's see. Oh, this was my original one that I had for the cover, and I've already lost the one that was for the back. But it's got to be here somewhere, right? So, not the end of the... Oh, here it is. So I could even make this the front. But I like it as the back as well. And then that's the back. So I could have this be the front. Or this. And then I can just like cover this all up. Where this one's already decided what it's going to be. But we've got blue in there. We've got ticking in there. I don't know, he's kind of cute as a cover. Alright, so now I need a spine. I need a spine. I need my husband to stop yelling. What will this look like as a spine? Is it too busy? Because it has all the colors. And we could put a little piece inside too. Do half an inch would be enough. Where's half an inch? Is that half an inch? Oh, we'll do 3/4 of an inch. Wait, how much is an inch? 4 of those, okay. So 3/4 of an inch, I think, is where I'm looking. And then let me do a little piece of this in here as a page, because that would be fun. I might even make it so there's already a pocket there, so if we make it a pocket we'll go further in, because what I mean by make it a pocket is let me just kind of go almost to the middle, and then I'll glue it down the bottom and then this side, and it'll be a pocket. Cool beans? Cool beans. Alright, and then this, I'm going to double it up, might triple it up, might have to put another piece in the middle too. Oh, but you know what I forgot? That I also need a piece big enough to wrap around. That's what I forgot. So let's get one that's 3/4 of an inch. Then I want 1 3/4. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit more than this ruler. All right, so first off, I need a stronger. Is this stronger? No, not as strong as I want it to be. Why don't I just have like pieces here that I could use? I kind of do. This is too thick because it's way thicker than the actual cover, so I don't want that. Problem solving. Is this a thicker cardstock? No. Alright, well let's get the height of this that I need. To right here. Oh, I'm just gonna make it easy for me. I just lost some ink down there. It just fell in the drawer when I opened that. I'm gonna use my book binding tape, and then I don't have to worry about all the other things. So this is the back, that is the front, and I want this here. So I can go ahead and glue those on there, and then an actual something thick enough to be a spine here, which might, where'd that go? There it is. Which if I glue this together is still not thick enough. I'd still need something thicker. Well, I know what to do to get the same thickness. 3/4 inch I need. Sure, why not? That is the same thickness. That's why I decided to do that. Won't even show, but that's okay. So, is that about the middle right there? Let's go ahead and glue that on there. I think all my glues fell. This is the one I can still find. But I want a good strong glue, so we'll just use this. And the reason I want to use this is because it's the same thickness as the covers, the front and back covers, so now that's good. I mean, it'll be a little thicker with the other stuff, with that other paper, but that's okay too. So now I'm going to glue my edges here. And I'm going to leave like, what, 1/16 of an inch or so? Just something so it will be able to fold easily. Always want to leave a little space. Probably just covered all that sewing. It's alright. Alright. Now, with my bookbinding tape. That way I don't have to use Tyvek. I can just use this, and I just like to use this. It's easy, and also, like, if I wanted to, I could paint on it. It's fairly porous. Let's see, that's about the middle right here. Ooh, I could follow this line right here to make it at least as straight as I made that. So now, that should stay without glue. If it doesn't, well, then they did something wrong. Here we go. Get my bone folder. Go down into my crevices. This sewing on there made it a little bit harder to do that. And then burnish it down. So now, I don't want to fold it quite yet because the glue is still drying on the outside. But this will strengthen my edges and where I put my signature in. I had scissors. I did. Oh, I did find this one. I was looking for my heat tool. I can't. I'm gonna have to like do a major tidy. Is what I'm gonna have to do because there's just nothing else I can do. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit before I put this in. How many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's pushing it, but that's alright. I've given myself plenty of room here for a spine. So I'm going to let this dry before I put that in. And now that I don't see my sewing there, I might sew around it, but I don't know yet. Hope we covered his tail. That's okay. Let's see. While I'm waiting for that to dry anyway, I might put a little bit of lace on it. You think? See what we have here. We have this cute little bit of lace. Alright, it's a little bit more than a little bit. But we could add to the front, get like some of these flowers. Because we can put bulky stuff on the front, right? Do we want to put some crazy green on the front? No, don't love that. We've got our daisy chain. Because we're going to have these flowers, and these flowers are both going to show on there. Huh. I didn't think about that, did I? I don't care. I don't care. Well, what about if we brought some brown over to this side? Nope, not loving it. Just keep trying stuff till you find something you love. Or do nothing. Alright, this might be good just because it will hide a lot of this on the front, but we could still see it on this side. What about the back? We kind of have some issues with the back as well, don't we? Now that I'm looking at it. I used that on my gel plate, but now it's color lace. I don't love this, so I wouldn't be upset if I covered it with the lace on the back. Would that be weird to have lace on the back? Or, let's see. These don't work. I was like, I don't know what I was like. I'm just all over the place with what I was like. Who knows what I'm like? We don't. We know nothing. We know not. Little tiny bits. It's fuzzy and fluffy. I might use that inside somewhere though. You know what? I'm okay with a little bit of clashy here and there. Really am. Do I have enough to do on them both? Yeah, I do. So if I cut it in half, I mean, it's going to cover all the thing that I put in the middle that I didn't think much about whether it was going to match or not. I can't tell which side is which, can you? Probably not. You're further away than I am. Oh, I could even put it. Is it dry enough yet, do you think? Can I fold it? I need to know where we're gonna train it, I think is what we're gonna try to do. Where's my ruler? We don't want to fold it up real fast right away. As far as I know. I don't want to train it a little bit. Tell it what it needs to do for us until we're ready to know for sure that's what we, I don't know. I saw somebody do that once. I think they were like, you know, you don't just fold it right away. Unless you want like big creases in there. I have that sewing line there, so that's what that is. But alright, there we go. I'll just see what this will look like too. So this is what I can see. I can add much more in there too, as far as the tags and stuff. It will be great. So now I can look and see. Could do this on the front. This could be really cute on the front. Like that. They're all the same way. In that you still see some blue, but it's not quite so clashy. But you still get to have it on the back, on this part. And then over here, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to just do this. It would just be crazy pants. Of course, that piece doesn't even want to. I would have to glue it all down really well so it didn't flap around. This is from my wedding dress, by the way. Well, I bought the lace and I had the dress made. Truth be told. I might, because it's just be fun. Alright, so let's do that. The daisies and that. So much for going away for a little bit, huh? Alright. Use this. And let's see, pretty much here. And then I'll cover I'll glue the other bits down. So some of this will show on the back. glue. Glue everywhere. I was about to use that plastic bag. Here, this will work. It's just my extra pieces from my carts. Don't worry, there were extra screws. I got all the screws in there. I have several carts. That's why there's probably 4 carts and 1 extra screw with each cart. Is probably how that worked. And then let me put some glue here for the front ones. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's make them all fit, all 5 of them. Let me cut off this end one. Alright, let's see. Okay, and this one. Oh, that's right. I was trying to center it, but I didn't end up centering it, and that's okay. It's on the back anyway. Who is going to see it? Whoever's in front of it, I guess. Somebody's behind it, and someone's in front of it. Ugh. Probably. There we go. Probably should use my fabric scissors to get a cleaner cut, but how often do you have this color lace? If you paint it, you can have it anytime you want. Ugh, the weird gloobers coming off my glue here on the edge. Need to get a little bit under there. Anywhere else missing some glue? In here, probably. I just don't want it getting pulled off. We also don't want to put the glue in the wrong spot. Come on, people. Alright, so there's the front. They stick off a little bit, which is okay. I could have put them on there, but that's right. And I'll just use a string that will be pretty back here. For once, I'm gonna let it show. And then for my closure, I had bought some buttons today. They should be on my desk somewhere. That I might use one of them on the closure. We'll see. If I even need a closure, I don't know. Look how wide I made this little scrappy journal. It's a pretty wide scrappy journal. Alright. Got everything in here how I want it. I want some up high, some down low. Hello, can you go? Hello. I want that one kind of in the... Oh, I want that one towards the bottom because it'll have a pocket. I'm talking about the sack, the handmade sack that I made. Put that towards the bottom and that towards the top. That goes in the middle-ish, and I like that one in the middle. Okay. Alright. Would be better if I went through and... Oh, let me do some of them. At least the cardstock ones. If you can get it flat, it's even better. To, you know, bone folder. Most everything is paper. That was the only actual cardstock about this piece. But didn't I already do this one? Burnished bone folder, this one. Not this one. There. Yes, we have flowers and we have winter. That's alright. It's just scrappy stuff we found on our desk. Such fun. Alright, let me put my glue cover on. Putting my glue over there, which is not where I've been putting it, but it fell off where I put it. So that didn't work. Let's use this white.
What?
What?
They finally giving them the frog and toad book, or you know?
Yes, I already said that.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'm still recording.
Okay,
No, I was paused for a while, but I wasn't done. Where did my... thought I put it in here. I know, you just saw one and you're like, that's not the one I usually use. I didn't put it in my bag the last time I used it, so it's on my desk somewhere. I will not look for it now, she says, as she looks for it, because it couldn't have gone far. Oh, these are the buttons I was talking about. Oh, that's supposed to be in there too. My beeswax for when I don't have wax thread. But this is wax thread. Alright. There goes nothing. Alright. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and do this first. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Alright, just need them to be flat on the bottom, if nothing else. Putting these on here, hoping they're in the right place, in a good place, all the things. Alright, I'm going to go in the middle. Wow, this is thick. And about an inch from the bottom or so, give or take. I think I'm going to catch, oh, I need to go a little bit lower maybe, just so I don't get right on the edge of that. It's this, it's my pokey tool is not the good pokey tool. Oh, I usually try to do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I still need the pokey tool. Oh man, I was hoping I was done with it. Don't you love when you get glue on all your stuff? Such fun. I don't generally make templates unless I'm doing several signatures that are not hidden. But if I do hidden signatures, then it doesn't matter as much. So, that's always fun. So what I will do here is I will find my holes and I will make a mark. If I can figure out where the hole is. Come on. Is that in the middle? No, that's not in the middle. Alright, first of all, that's a little closer to the middle there, so that will help me. Nope, I'm not about perfection, am I? Alright, that hole is there. And this hole, where is that hole? So my paper split a little bit, so finding exactly where that hole is, it's a little bit of a challenge. So what do? I just make it so I can point to it. I'm gonna need that. So just gonna poke there, there, and there. And then I don't know about you, but then I sometimes go back through this way just because that paper is all sticking out now. So I try to make my paper go in that way. I'm going to flatten them out a little bit. Because it's a scrappy journal, it doesn't have to be perfect. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Do I want to go on the outside or the inside? I think I'm going to go this way. So I want to start on the outside and go in, which means my tie is going to be on the outside. First of all, start on the outside. Okay, this is upright, this is upright. Okay. Look at that. I was able to get it the first time. But no. There we go. So I'm coming up through this way. Going back out through the top or the bottom. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes I have to look through for the thing. Okay. I'm gonna go back through the bottom. Whoops. Ah! There we go. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that side. Pull, pull, pull. Now I'm going back through the middle to the outside. Trying not to split my string, which just means trying not to put my needle through the string like this. See how it's coming through the string? Yeah, we don't want that. Because you can't tighten it if you do that. So, because the string is made up of many strands, so going through the string is really easy to do. There you go. Now I pulled it out of the way and came back through again. Then I want to go on one side. So I'm on either side of the string. I'm pulling tautly and shaking these off so I don't get a false sense of tightness on my, whatchamacallit, right side up. Yep. Okay, good. When you hold it upside down, you get a little scared sometimes. Okay, the middle. Not bad. I'm gonna pile it a little bit tightly. Okay, so I'm going over the back through to the front. So that means this time I want to go over the other side back through the front, right? Is that how you do a square knot? I don't know. I just sometimes, I don't think that's what will work. Let me see. Let me find a button. I've got buttons and stuff in here. Let's see what is in this little thing here. Got that necklace. We have these cute little wood buttons, which you could try. See what that looks like. How do you guys get this little metal piece off? All right, it doubles on this side. I don't have fingernails. That's my problem. Oh, but my needle is still out, so that's helpful. There we go. Put my needle in there before I lose it. Put these in here before I lose it. This is why I have two of those, fortunately, because, you know, I don't always put it away. But then I don't realize I haven't put it away because there's one already in there. It confuses me. Probably could have put those away. These bottles here. They don't need to be on the desk. They have a spot. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this. Okay, first of all, we've mangled that. I need a bigger button. That's the problem. That's going to be the issue. Alright. That button won't work. I don't know that this one will either. I mean, it'll go through. Let's try it. So this is one with the thingy on the back, but that just means it's not going to lay straight too. So go through that way, and then come through this way. Yeah, it just won't lay flat in there, is the problem. So that's not going to work. Might not work for what I got it to work with either. Now, if I broke off the back, I just bought it new, so why would I do that? Don't know. I could go through these bits. I just need a button with a bigger thing to try. I have all those wood buttons. I wonder where they are. It's alright. I can figure that out later. I don't have to figure it out right this second, she says, as she grabs her box of buttons. Oh my goodness. Ooh, there's a blue one. I don't know that it has bigger whatchamacallits though. And I was going to try something else, but I mean, you'll see. I'm going to do the little bow like people do on their buttons. They put that cute little bow. Is what I'm going to try. Sorry, I'll cut off the part I spit on. There's just no way to get thread through a small hole without getting it wet. And It's just not possible. Plus, germs only stay on for 48 hours. Look, I'll cut it off right now even. Alright, so I'm going to tie a little knot in there. How does it look? Not bad. I mean, I could have done one at each end, which actually would have been cute, but I've already tied it all, so. Alright, let's double knot this. And then, what do? You do the little bunny ears, and go around like that to get your little bit of, so that your strings all go down. I don't want my ties that big. Well, if down means to the side. Right. I kind of want to glue that so it will stay forever, because I want to cut my strings off and it'll be impossible to tie after that happens. So I'm just going to use this Fabrifix like it's resin. Basically, just going to get it all up in there. Woo! And then when that dries, I can cut off my strings. And that will be cute. I can't do anything with this now until it dries though. That now has to dry. That Fabrifix in there. It's going to have to dry. I don't need those long. I want them nice and short. There. Alright, so there's the cover, front and back. And I can't turn it over right now. So, yeah, that's it for today. And tomorrow, I will decorate it with you. And hopefully we'll get this done just in 2 sessions. It took about an hour to put it together. That's what I love about a scrappy notebook, is it doesn't take too long. Did you hear me this whole time? Because the microphone is on the other side of that fabric. Alright, y'all have a delightful day. Don't forget to tell me in the comments what you've been up to, how you're doing. And Robin, this is for you. These are the... Hold on. These are the boxes that I throw everything in. Like, I have, this one has all my circles, so it's not a huge box. And then I have my little IKEA square thing here. So it fits in there, and then I usually have like some notebooks or something next to it. And then the ones I just got last week are in one of these boxes. They almost fit in there. Because I have this one I would probably put with these, because it's, so these are all my corner and edge punches. And I will either, and I didn't even keep them all. These are just the ones I kept. So I'll decide if I'm going to keep all of these or maybe get rid of a couple more. And like, these aren't really edge punches, so I could even put them separate. These, oh, neither is this one. What is this one? Oh, that's a punch. That can go in the other box, which just has regular punches. Like, I've got some squares and other stuff falls in there. You know how it is. Ooh, look. Huh, can use those. So yeah, all my other punches, any other hole punches that I have, that's an edge punch that I don't use really, but I hold on to just in case the other one breaks, I guess. And other little things that fall in there. So yeah, I've just got my 3 boxes that just have 3 different types. Like, these are miscellaneous. And that's the smallest box. I don't have as many of those. And these are my edge, corner, and this makes a little chain. My chains, I guess. This also just makes a strip. It's not an edge punch. So those all fit in there. So they go in one space. And if I'm lucky, this will fit on top of that box, so I don't have to get another. Yay, I did. I was able to fit that on top of the other box. So I only have to take 2. They only take up 2 cubbies in there. Now that I've got them all in there now, where they're supposed to be. So yeah, Robin asked me after the haul that I did for my aunt. She asked me how I stored them. So I said I would try to remember to show her, and I actually remembered. Yay! So that's going to dry. It's going to take a while because I put a lot in there so that it would hopefully never, ever, ever come out. Y'all have a delightful day. Talk to you later.